Man, I know the fire alarm ain't going off. I ain't going outside. I promise I ain't going outside. Yo, Booney. This nigga said he on, but he ain't on. There you go. You. Shit. We do this motherfucking real talk. Who we got? 1, 2. Stump that like somebody. Black, you on Call of Duty? What? That's because you got that motherfucking CDP motherfucking internet. You got your shit from the Canton Police Department. Booney, you hear me right?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's your shit. The 5 be glitching already, huh? Merry Christmas, fellas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Anything? Hey, Black, you better type in the chat, motherfucking Titans, and like my video. Yeah, Boone, you real talking with me?
I'm on Call of Duty with Adrian.
You on Call of Duty?
Yeah.
All right, I'm good. I'm about to get at it myself. Oh shit. Yeah, nah, man. Cause I'm do 2 separate ones. This is a Merry Christmas one. Call your boy. Figure out why we ain't hit it yet. I don't know if the time was ever set. Of course, Corey been reaching out. Charge has been reaching out like a motherfucker. But he's still out. He got his, wifey got him still out for whatever reason. I guess, I don't know. I think he said give him the first one, but you already know how that go. But we will. I'm gonna advance. Tell Boone he asked at Call of Duty. Well, Young boy, tell these boys you're a shooter. For real.
Yeah, that shit no. Shit, they be playing this bullshit ass hardcore shit. I
You
don't like, I
playing?
don't
That's where
like this
you
shit.
playing with them, or you on your own type of shit?
I'm playing the wife.
Oh, that's right. Man, that's how I've been feeling all day. Mine been on some bullshit. Yeah. Not hollering. Nah, my shit is whispering under my breath. I ain't whispering, I ain't breath. I'm like, damn, I didn't know I was a pussy, but okay. Pussies do that. Seahawks on this bitch. Let's go. Where Hero Burgers at? I ain't see Hero Burgers. Talking all that shit. Bagel, cinnamon raisin. Huh? Yeah, with this butter. That's all I do, baby. Alright. Let's get cooked. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. DJ Sleep Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to sleep. Yeah, you see, yeah, the man down.
He better go to sleep. He's my Santa to come. Mm. Now you gotta keep a Santa until motherfucking they get to, till they tell you ain't no damn Santa. I ain't even post a bitch in the chat. We loaded, lock and load. What's up, fellas? What's up, fellas? Merry Christmas to all. Happy Kwanzaa, happy Feliz Navidad, whatever fuck all that shit called. Three Kings Day, everything. Happy everything. Alright. Why I got this plant in my face? Let's move this motherfucker. Oh, no, I can't move that. Yes, I can. No, I can't. She don't come home barking. Went to her mom's house. Share. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright, New Year's is on its way here too. Let's get to it. Turn the TV. You know, as I start off, we ain't gonna talk about news. We're getting away from that. We're gonna write the stats. Player of the weeks. Let's look at those first. Player of the weeks. Let's look at those first. Let's take a trip back down memory lane. Alright, week 1. Charles Barkley. The great. First of all, let's go look at Charles Barkley real fast. Let's go look at career stats, NFL records. Let's start there today. Let's start games. Alright. We ain't talking about computer shit. Niggas disrespectful. No rules being followed. You know I ain't do that to a human. Herbert went the fuck over. Uh, Lamar, Hurts. We going game, passing yards. You know what? Seasons. All right, so Kyler Murray threw for 6,937. No one's beaten that yet. Tom Brady did it in 2020. That was Udi, 6,418. Right now, we got a rookie quarterback. No games left. All right, yeah. So we got a rookie quarterback that's on third on his list in his rookie year, 6,414 yards. Even though Patrick Mahomes wasn't a rookie, but his first year starting, Patrick Mahomes did some shit like that with 55 touchdowns and down there 5,000 yards passing. All right, so Cardinals. So it looks like the Cardinals coach over there. What's my guy name? It's my guy over there. I'm forgetting his name right now. What's the Cardinals coach?
I forgot the coach.
Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury
Yeah.
is the quarterback whisperer. Cause Kyler Murray did it in 2024, while Feek did it in 2025. Kyler Murray also did it in 2020. All right, so here we go. Let's see what on the list. Herbert. At this point, for the most part, all the quarterbacks should be from our league. But let's see how many. All right, so Kyler Murray. See the name popping up. Let's see. Got Kyler Murray 1, 2, 3. 3 times he pops up so far on season stats, passing yards in the season. Jordan Love, just a memory distance, not too long ago, Jordan Love was on top of the world. Quarterback for the Packers. Took over for Aaron Rodgers. They traded Aaron Rodgers to the Colts and decided to move on with the rookie right away. They said no hesitation. We're not going to sit around and give him 3 years, even though that's what we do over here as cheeseheads. We did it with Brett Favre. We did it with Brett Favre when Aaron Rodgers came. And then the torch gets passed from Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love. But they didn't do it. They started Jordan Love right away. He has had, for the most part, a lot of success. And I will check on and see what he's doing over there for Seattle right now. But Jordan Love's on this list. Peyton Manning, old ass, is still on here, 2013. Then you got Drew Brees, 2011. And then 2021, Joe Burrow. We're going to call Joe Burrow the outlaw. 5,434 yards. All right, let's look at passing touchdowns in the season. And here we go. Kyler Murray, 82 in 2022. 79 in 2020. Will Camden is at 76 right now. What you think, Boom? How the hell Will Camden got 76 touchdowns? Is that computer love?
Oh man, shit, I don't even know, man. I gotta look at something in the game. I can't look at the stats. I don't know if he played computers or not.
Well, yeah, everybody had computer games this year that played them. Some guys tried to play it 5 times and can't even beat them motherfuckers. Like, fuck it, just give me the force. I seen that happen too. I ain't saying no names though.
Nah, can't be computer love because he put some of them up on the Packers.
I heard bombing the Packers like that. That's what you're trying to say. Ooh. All right, so Kyler Murray did it again in 2024, 73 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts. So here's my question. Once upon a time, many moons ago, Jalen Hurts was the MVP of the Super Bowl. Am I facts or fiction?
That's fact.
Once upon a time, Jalen Hurts was a Super Bowl winner in this league. Facts or fiction?
Fact.
Once upon a time, Jalen Hurts was considered the best dual threat quarterback in the league from his rookie season to his 3rd year campaign. Facts or fiction?
Oh, that's fact.
Once, a few blue moons ago, Jalen Hurts' name rang bells. Do you feel as though Jalen Hurts' name still ring bells?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is he still, would you consider him top 5 or top 10 in the league as a quarterback in this league?
Oh, he's top 10.
Much respect. You know, and some niggas that get on here lying and shit with the false advertisement. I respect that. All right, so Jordan Love on here with 69 touchdowns. Tom Brady in 2020 had 67 touchdowns. Tom Brady's the only quarterback on here with 67 touchdowns and 67 interceptions in the same season. Jalen Hurts did it in 2023 with 65. That year where Homeboy went off. MC Hammer Daddy. I remember that. All right, so again, Kyler Murray's up here again with 63, and Patrick Mahomes is on here in 2021 when Coach Crack was over here coaching with 61 touchdown passes. Let's get to the rushing yards right now. So when you look at the rushing yards, you're going to see a few familiar names that's going to stay on here. I can't see for at this point fact or fiction, Boom. Does anybody take down George Barkley's rushing yards in a season? 2024, this man rushed for 3,321 yards. Can you see anybody beating that?
Yeah, him.
Great answer. I can see him beating it too. Naeem Hines is second on his list in 2021. He had 2,950 yards rushing that year. George Barkley did it in 25. 2,696, which was last year. Or is it this year he's doing that right now? Shit. This is 25 this year, right? Yep. All right, so Naeem Hines, 25. He's already at 2,647 yards rushing. Naeem Hines in 2022 had 2,588 yards rushing. Mozart in 2020, year one, 2,495 rushing yards. Hines again in 2024. Barkley in 2023. Saquon in 2022. And Bo Jackson snuck up on this list right now with 2,301 yards. Could you game share me, Madden, please? Man, who are you, buddy? Jake 2K. All right, rushing touchdowns in a year. Here we go. In a season, no one. All right, fact or fiction, Boom. Can anybody surpass George, a.k.a. Charles Barkley, in 2024 last season with 57 rushing touchdowns?
Oh yeah, that could be done.
By him or other players?
I think Hitter do, man. If Hitter consistently run, man, I think Hitter could do it.
We definitely gonna have that conversation tonight too on Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody that's in the chat, all my GOT.2 guys in the league, man. Merry Christmas, man. Hope everything, all y'all got good blessings, and your kids, anybody with kids, hopefully they wake up a little later on in the morning and enjoy themselves. I am one of your subs, and my friend took my game share, and I was wondering if you could game share with me. After I've done my podcast, I'll message you. We can talk about it. All right, so here we go. George Barkley with 42 touchdowns in the season 2023, and right now 2025 he got 38 rushing touchdowns. Aaron Herrera for the Falcons is stepping into that grown man stage with 2025 he had 38 rushing touchdowns. Marshall Faulk 2023 with 37 touchdowns. Aaron Jones from the Packers goes back deep. Dig deep in year one, 2020, 36 rushing touchdowns. Marshall Faulk did that in his rookie campaign with 36. Naeem Hines, of course, we're going to always see Naeem Hines up here with 34 rushing touchdowns in 21. And then Devon Black, man, 2023, this guy had 32 rushing touchdowns, came out smacking the league his rookie year. Marshall Faulk, again, with 30. What's impressive about Marshall Faulk, when he has these 36 touchdowns rushing, he's a 2,000-yard back and a 1,000-yard receiver all in one. Hurts got a bowl and probably still top 5. Respect. Well, there go my boy. What's up? What's up, Snake Eyes? What's up, man? All right, let's look at the stats that most guys can't deal with, but like to say they can deal with it. The guys that can make a read pass 1 receiver, 2 receiver, 3 receiver, 4, 5 receiver, 6 receiver, 7 receiver, sure. MC Hammer Daddy, Christie, in 2022 had an all-world season that I can really sit here and say I don't think nobody's ever going to pass that. 3,520 yards. Yo, Coach Ant, it's me, Animal. What's up, Animal? What up, my boy? Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas. Man, this is one of my hardest hitting defensive players. Oh, my God. I got video on him flipping a kid for the game-winning drive. We had to stop him on 4. It was like 4th and 3. This kid came off the edge, and our 3-4 defense. Yeah, we ran 3-4 odd. And that boy turned that corner and picked the running back up, hit him with pass, great form tackle, and down there killed that little boy as a 10-year-old on an 11-year-old football team. Right. So MC Hammer Daddy, 2022, he 3,520 yards. Booney, you
Oh
got
yeah.
to talk about your guy, man. We got it's the same question with Hurts. Is Christie still one of the top 5 scariest receivers in the league?
Oh yeah. He definitely top five. Matter of fact, I put him at six.
6?
Yeah, I put him at
All
six.
right, so that means you got 5 in front of him that you already know in your head without looking at the game. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
So is Henry
yeah,
Ruggs one of those guys?
yeah. You got to put him in there, man. If you're talking about the rest of the league, but we shut him down last time we played.
Yeah, see, my shot, I had him one-on-one guarded too, but I can't. He had 3 touchdowns, bro, 287 yards on me. He was going crazy, but it was me putting him in situations on purpose. But Henry Ruggs is the truth, bro. So he did it in 2024. He also did it in 2020. He had 2,702 yards. That's the most receiving yards we had up until MC Hammer Daddy stepped on the scene. All right, so then this that kid, Big Baller Bennett, Mr. Do It All. All we do it, all we do it is run kicks back. All we do it is catch everything to me. All we do it, you can't cover me one-on-one. So Big Baller Bennett, man, 2023, he had 2,522 yards at the same time. His running mate over there had down there 3,000 yards. They was wilding over there at one point, man. Big Baller Bennett in 2022 did it again, 2,368 yards. I remember a couple of moons ago when we was talking about those guys that came in, Christie, Maurice Teller, and the boy Monk. And we left Bennett out. We wasn't even looking at Bennett like who's going to be the best receiver out of that draft class. We're going to go back and talk about that too. The best receiver from that draft class right now. All right, so Big Baller Bennett, man, Packers, Mr. All around the world, the same song. You heard 2,368 yards that year. DK Metcalf, man, I think he's one of the top tier receivers in the league as well. But for some reason, this the first disc where I don't see Falk with a receiver that like even though they putting up numbers, he don't have that flat out I'm scared of receiver. Is that facts for fishing, Boom?
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Yeah, like when I play Falk, that's one thing I'm not scared. I'm not scared of any one receiver.
Right. I mean that's a good thing. That's making his offense a little bit more spread out. I think the running back is more the weapon that you got to really worry about than any. You know what I mean? Than anybody really, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that being said, that doesn't mean that this kid ain't a threat at all. He's definitely a top threat in this league. But I'm gonna be honest with you. My guy, and I think I heard y'all talking about this earlier when I was getting on headset, but I wasn't completely on, right? Um, but Chris Godwin, man, and his age right now, man, for him to have a 2,323 yard season last year, up there in age as well. One of the regular Madden players that still exists in our league. Um, can we credit this guy as being to me he's the number one threat over there for the Chargers, and he does a lot with this guy in the receiving game. But is he top 5 or you put him in that top 10 bracket?
No, top 10.
Top 10 bracket. Much
Yeah.
respect, much respect. I feel you. But we got a shot him out when everybody else is, most of their best receivers are from the draft classes. This guy, along with Metcalf, this guy is building this guy into a monster. His top end speed isn't like scary lights out, but it's great enough to be able to make shit happen. But this guy just make plays for you, man. Once upon a time, Quez Watkins, that used to play for the Eagles, that got traded in season 1, that went to the Jets. When they were losing, this guy, was getting numbers. So boom. Do you think Quez was just benefiting off of, cleanup time, game already over, he get those numbers, or was he really stepping
Nah,
into a realm?
he's definitely a good receiver, man. I can't say great, but a good receiver that I think took advantage of being down most of the games early and them having to throw the ball, not having to run a game. So I think he just benefited off the situation that they just had.
Yeah. I think they moved on from him way too fast. Way too fast. They literally moved on from him the moment they got Odell Beckham at Interstate 11, and then they turned right around to get CeeDee Lamb last year, along with Tyreek Hill. So I think they just went away from him too fast.
Yeah.
All right. So along the lines, you come down to 2023, another 2,000-yard season for Christie, and then Big Baller Bennett with another 2,000-yard season. And I want to look at these names up here, and we're gonna see. We see Christie once. I'll follow Christie first. We got Christie twice. Christie showed up twice on this most receiving yards in the season. Henry Ruggs showed up twice, most receiving yards in the season. Big Baller Bennett showed up 3 times. Outside of that, everybody else had a one-time show. All right. Receiving touchdowns in the season. Man, Christie, MC Hammer Daddy. 2022 has 61 touchdowns. Can anybody beat that, Boom?
Nah, nobody's beating that.
That's a record. That's a record that will stay.
Yeah. I don't see nobody beating that. This is a run. Well, for most people, it's a run first league, man. So, besides only a few users.
Right. Merry Christmas, Mrs. Goodell. I wanted to know if you seen that Real Talk. You see my I posted you the Real Talk.
I just sent.
Oh, okay. You just not getting comfortable? And we freezing. Hold on, Sandport connection. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm doing a Real Talk. Watch it, and then I'm gonna call you when I'm done with it.
Okay.
So while you doing what you're doing, okay? All right, love you.
All right.
All right, yeah. So here we go, man. Back to it. So 61 touchdowns. Say it again, Boom. My bad. Mrs. Goodell called in. No one's gonna be able to beat that because this is a run first league. Pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah. I think Falk probably could come close, but
I don't think Falk can do it. I don't think Falk can do it. Computer games are not. I don't think Falk can do it. I think the one person that probably could try to do it, and I think because you just said what you said, he will try to do it, is Big Baller Bennett. You think he can get it done?
Nah, it's just the same reason, man. He pretty much sets up the pass with the run, so he'll definitely run the ball more than he pass the ball. I don't think he's a great passer. He's a good passer, but he's not a great passer.
Nice critique. Sick critique. Big Baller Bennett. All right. Christie with 34. All right. So, I mean, this guy had damn near 30 more touchdowns than the next man on here. That's huge.
Yeah.
How about Jaleel Boone for the Saints, man? 2023, 32 touchdowns. How you feel about him?
I played the dude a couple of times, man, and he definitely big time, just like Big Baller Bennett. You can't leave him in one-on-one coverage, man, because he'll make a play every time down there.
Yeah. I think he's the real deal, man. Are we looking at top 5?
Yeah.
Top 5?
Yeah, you got to be top 5.
No doubt. All right, so Big Baller Bennett for the Packers did it 32. Jalen Reagor, man, 31 touchdowns in 2020. That's year 1. Big Baller Bennett.
Super Bowl year.
That's the Super Bowl year. He was your number 1 threat that year.
Yeah.
Dan, so how did Christie feel, man? How you, talking to him, not having a bowl comes the year after y'all win the Super Bowl. Is he thirsty? Is he hungry? What's the word over there?
He's hungry, man, but just trying to, bring up the other receiver, Favors, and I think he's doing a pretty good job doing that.
Mm-hmm. I was just going to say Favors is putting in work. And at one point, within the last season or two, we was calling him your best receiver.
Yeah, man, because Christie, calls for double teams and takes everybody's attention. And you can't leave him in one-on-one cover with Favors.
Definitely, I like it. All right, so Tyreek Hill in the Chiefs, while he was still a Chief, had 30 touchdowns in 2021. Metcalf did it in 2020 with 28, and Metcalf did it again in 2022 with 28. So that's receiving touchdowns on the season. All right, let's look at catches. If anybody on here, much respect, because you know how hard this is to do, to crack this list, most catches in the season. All right, so Christie did it 2022, 148. That's a lot of catches, bro. Big time. One away from. And don't Michael Thomas got the record?
Yeah, he had the record.
Yeah, one away from. In 2002, Marvin Harris is still holding it down. Antonio Brown still holding it down. See, this is what I'm saying. And nobody's gonna really be on this board right here. As you slide down, here we go. When you talk greatness, this guy screams he's great all the time. But look, in 2022, 125 catches from Big Baller Bennett up here. Other than that, man, hey, man, Merry Christmas. All right, fellas, man, throw a shout out to the best wife in that a Madden player can have, my niggas. Merry Christmas to Mrs. Goodell, man. Herman Moore, 1995, did it with 123, and Wes Welker, 2009, 123 catches right there. Defensive sacks in a season right now. This is another hard award to get. If we see some names up here, man, I would like to see that. King Julian Nerd. Look at my son. Yo, he's talking shit. Oh my God, I missed our little motherfucker already. Oh, can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. All right, so you got a guy named that sound like a medical term and shit, Gaston oil or whatever. He got thyroid or something. Fight me, bro. Nah, I don't want to fight, dog. No, I don't want to fight, bro. No fighting. Michael Strahan, 2001, had 22. As you can see, let's just get down to the names that's in the league. So say Shaquem Griffin for the Packers, 22. The great Reggie White with 21. Dolman. Rashard Lawrence in 2022 did it. And then here we go. Julius Peppers Jr. at outside linebacker did it 2 times. 2022 and last year, 2024, he had 21. That's big time. Let's go look at the INTs and see what's going on in the season. As you know, no one's going to. Can you see somebody beating Derwin James with in 2024, 26 interceptions?
Nah, I don't see that, man. I want to say nah. I would dick ride my team, no homo, but nah, I can't see that.
I mean, looking at these numbers, when you look at the defensive interceptions in the season, it's all our league, right? So to me, is that saying that we got a league full of donators?
Yeah, that's the man. Then it was this year too. I need to go see who he played this year.
Shit, Isaiah Simmons, Cardinals, in 2022 had 19 picks. Amos, any safety that come out of the Packers organization is going to have picks, period. 18. Isaiah Simmons, safety / linebacker with 18 in 2023. Earl Thomas, Packers, he had him for a short stint over there. He had 17 in the season. 2022, Amos had 17. Snead was balling when Crack was around, 16 picks. Macklin, though, Boone Eagles, Macklin, 2022, he had 16 picks, man. Talk about him. Is he that first hybrid safety out of the draft that we got to see that was going to change the game and made everybody else want those type of guys, tall, fast, cover guy, and can hit?
Yeah, I think he actually did that as a rookie. If I'm not mistaken. I think he did. But yeah, no, he definitely was a beast, man, and I seen everybody else drafting those guys after I got him, and he balled up.
Yeah, everybody started attacking that safety position for that size, speed. That Sean Teller type safety, man. Everybody was looking for that. Amos, Packers did it again, 2020. Again, there's nobody in the league better than him at user and safeties, bottom line. This is why any safety he controls is going to dominate the stat line when it comes down to games and and numbers. And Snead did it in his rookie season, 15 INTs in his rookie season. I will look at career. I'm not gonna go through everything. I'm gonna do it fast. I want to just see if we got any guys from our leagues up here. I would doubt it, especially with comes down to passing yards. Nah, passing touchdowns. We probably could see a guy or two up here. Let's see if we can find one. Yep, Kyler Murray. Make sure I ain't missing somebody. So Kyler Murray did it. 410 touchdown passes right now, and he's still counting. Is it safe to say that Kyler Murray didn't go to a graveyard spot?
No, he went to a graveyard spot, man. He ain't with no chips there.
That's a graveyard? I mean, no chips. He was an MVP twice for the Cardinals and a Super Bowl winning quarterback over there. Right now, he's putting up numbers, though. He hasn't fell all the way off over there. He's balling for the I think the interceptions are way too high. We don't usually see Kyler Murray throwing over 30-plus picks in a year. But Hillberger's got him playing at a high level still, though, over there right now, though. Passing touchdowns, QBs in the league right now in career. Rushing yards right now. Let's see if we got anybody holding things down over here right now. As much as Hines touched the ball, he should be there. Exactly. Hines is in 5th place. Over here, let's see if we got anybody else. That's it. Outside of Hines, there's no one else. I think George Barkley would crack that top 10. And then we go touchdowns, rushing touchdown. He knocks off Emmitt Smith. 164 held that down forever since 95. No, not 99, 2000. Emmett with 164 touchdowns. He's shattered by Danner 22. Absolutely 22 more touchdowns. George Barkley, and he only in his 5th season right now. 186 touchdowns. It's solid. 155. Nyheim Hines and running. Nyheim Hines is on his meter clicking up. Like Nyheim Hines is on a borderline of the age where he catch coronavirus. He's in trouble because of his age. But he still get a high amount of carries right now. Marshall Faulk with 153. He's on this list. LaDainian, the real LaDainian, still holding shit down. Mixon. Can't talk about Mixon and not say, I mean, at the end of the day, Mr. Reg over there, he talk a lot of work, but he got the numbers to back it up. Joe Mixon with 138 touchdowns. Marcus Allen, he got AP, Walter Payton, and then Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's still in the league right now. Most of those Derrick Henry touchdowns came off of him and his real life stats coming into Madden. All right, so receiving yards. Career wise, I don't think we're gonna catch anybody on this list at all. Nope, like I said, nobody on that list. We can't see receiving touchdowns. I would say so. Reek is still here with 150. Look, Big Baller Bennett with 150 with three less seasons than Reek. Christie over here with 144. Metcalf 135. That's solid. Yep. So here's our guys right now. Reek, Bennett, Christie, and Metcalf holding it down, receiving, catching. I don't really care too much about that. But we don't have none of our guys up here. I thought, no, that's a lot of catches. Defensive sacks. Let's see our 100 club members right now. See if we got anybody. So far, none. Yep, so far none. Yep, so far none. All right, AntHits. Anybody on this? Isaiah Simmons leads the entire NFL, old and new, with 83. Stephon Gilmore, 78. He retired, right, Boom?
Yeah, he retired.
Darwin James with 74. That's solid right there. Who we got? Who else? Amos, 68. I haven't heard. Is Amos still in the league?
I don't even know.
And Chucky Woodson with 65. There we go. Here we go now. All right, so that's that. Now let's look at some career numbers going on right now. Let's look and see who's doing what in the league. Mark, Texas. What's up? Happy holiday to you, buddy. Merry Christmas, Marky. All right, so Russell Wilson's still in the league. He's on top when it comes down to passing yards in a career. Kyler Murray is second on this list, 37,000 yards passing right now. Deshaun Watson, third on the list. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Sam Darnold, Joe Burrow, Jordan Love. You got A.J. Solari, Jameis Winston, he gets no burn. Hurts on here, 25,848 yards. Tua is up here as well. Let's look at touchdowns right now. Who's throwing a pill around the most touchdowns in the league right now? All right, so Kyler Murray with 413. The next guy to him is Lamar Jackson with 345. Jalen Hurts with 317 and third. Mahomes fourth, 306. Russell Wilson, 301. Love, 294. Watson, Burrow, Herbert, and Solari. And then even Archie Manning is stepping his game up. He almost ready to hit that 200 club right there. So that's solid. Let's go look at these running backs and see what they're doing in career right now, man. Let's see who got the most carries. Quite sure we're going to see a lot of. Okay, so Ezekiel Elliott for the Cardinals, 2,423 carries on his career. Saquon Barkley, 2,145. Nyheim Hines, 1983. Joe Mixon, 1919. Then you got Dow, and so on. Let's look at yards, though. All right. Nyheim Hines is leading the league at this point right now with 14,477 yards. Saquon is second with 12. Elliott with 11. George Barkley with 11. Mixon with 10. Falk with 10. Look at my boy Jonathan Taylor with 9,483. He's about to enter that 10,000 club. Chubb up here holding it down. Dalvin Cook and McCaffrey. Uh, rushing touchdowns. We already talked about the top 10, but let's look at the league right now. So we know Barkley, Hines, Falk with 153. Then you got Joe Mixon with 138. Saquon, Derrick Henry, Akers with 103. Elliott. They all 100-yard clubs with Jonathan Taylor with 3 touchdowns away from joining that 100-touchdown club right there. Big time football. Receivers, we're not going to go with catches. I'm just going to go with yards. I'm going to start with Reek holding it down. D-Hop still in the league. Mike Evans at tight end still in the league. Henry Ruggs is holding it down. Godwin, Beckham, Bennett, and Keenan Allen for the he went old. He got both 2 old guys over there. What the hell is those? Travis Kelsey is a tight end. And Stephon Diggs. So we got some old heads still running around. Devontae Adams. Other than that, Metcalf, Amari Cooper, and then Christie and Hollywood Brown. Touchdowns in the league right now. Again, we already knew Big Baller Bennett and Reek Dan are the same type of player. 50 touchdowns right there. Christie with 149, Metcalf 135, Henry Ruggs 111, Andy Isabella with 108, DeAndre Hopkins with 102, and then Chris Godwin is 4 touchdowns away from 105 for Hollywood. Look at Jalen Boone in short 3 seasons right now, 90 touchdowns, bro. He balling. That's definitely balling right there. All right, let's look at defense right now. Let's look at who's tackling everybody all world right now. That wind howling right now. Erica, you hear that wind? Oh, my God. All right, so Deion Jones with 777 tackles. I wonder if Deion in his 9th season, year 10 actually, can he get to 1,000 tackles before his career is over? Tyrann Matthews is almost out the building, 149. Jalen Smith, 656. Amos, 636. Quan Alexander. For the most part, these are the guys that's been in the league for a while, so they get to count their stats from, before our league started. But I'm looking for guys that, only been in this league from 2020 on. Anybody up here? Really can't see it. Total tackles. Let's see if we can find anybody. Same names for the most part. All right. Look at tackles for loss. This is my favorite stat of all right now. So here we go. Camille Martin and his career, 117. Kenny Clark with 105. Antoine Winfield, 78. Patrick Queen, 77. Winovich, 73. Davion Taylor, 72. Roquan Smith, 71. Derek Brown at D tackle, 70. Myles Garrett. Uche. You got Max Fernando getting a lot of guys up there with tackles for losses right now. Isaiah Simmons. Sacks. Let's look at anybody got 100 that's been playing. Khalil Mack with 134, 5. He's still in the league. Aaron Donald with 115. Is that TJ or TJ Watt? Jesus, 102.5. Yannick, 92. Any newcomers over in the league? Let's see if we got any names that one. Yep. Rashad Lawrence, 74.5. So, and Chase Young was 72. Lawson, 72 as well. Some of these guys are a bit away from 100, but I would like to see if we can get any of these guys reaching that 100 plateau with sacks in a career. Isaiah Simmons, 83. Looks like he's on track to get 100 picks in a year. So is Darwin James. Amos, he would have. He's still a Packer. I doubt it. 10 seasons. That's 11 seasons in. I don't know. Can't see it happen. But I pay 53 as well. And that's our defensive side of things right there. All right, fellas, let's get to the talk right now, man. Let's get to the real talk. What's going on right now? My bad. Let's get to awards right now. Here we go. Christmas. Deck the halls with bells of holly. Fa la 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 la. Yo, bro, you know I ain't know what that was. Bells of holly. I ain't know what that was until my girl brought that shit home. Like I've been singing that song down there all my life. I ain't know what the fuck it was. You know what holly is?
Nah. White people shit.
Right. Are you racist?
Hell no.
Alright.
We're had in the hood.
Are we looking at Marshall Faulk? winning his third MVP? Or will it be George Barkley winning his second MVP?
Nothing. I think Falk probably end up getting it. Definitely because of the record, along with the stats.
I'm impressed with Wafie Camden sitting at third on this list. Lamar Jackson at fourth. Lamar Jackson has finished fourth, fifth, third, and second in the MVP race. He's never won one though. He went from winning how many last year, Boone?
Shit.
Damn near every year.
Yeah, pretty much.
To no MVPs. All right. Number 6, Herrera. Number 7, Herbert. Number 8, Deshaun Watson. Here's my guy, rest in peace, Ease. Ezekiel Ford at 9, and then AJ Sullivan. Hey, man, listen. AJ Sullivan threw one of the best roll out to the sideline dots I ever seen. Y'all go back to last year's Super Bowl, late fourth quarter. This guy threw one of the best passes I ever seen. He's the truth, bro. I think we need to stop sleeping on AJ and start talking about this Falcon team as a whole. Now they are on a 2-3 game slump right now.
Yeah, what the fuck I think.
And we talked about him being undefeated and him having, not his fault, he had a lot of computer games, but he started to play some dogs and he lost 3 straight. Does that hurt him going into the playoffs? So, or was that come out the gate with all them damn wins and no losses? Was that a facade? Was that like computer love? You ain't playing nobody. Was that?
Yeah, man. I think he came in, thinking that it was gonna be a cakewalk.
What are their chances of getting back to a Super Bowl?
I don't think they'll get back.
You don't think they'll get back? They busted his nut already?
Yeah.
How much attention will you pay these Falcons knowing that they knocked you out of the playoffs in a wild card last year?
The same amount of attention that I gave him last year, man. It was just Madden, you know what I mean? Things didn't bounce my way, some bounced his way, and sometimes, that's how the game is. But it'll be the same.
So I'm impressed. We had a couple of quarterbacks that came out of this draft that were starters day one. Ezekiel Ford, Parkside stand up. You already know Ezekiel Ford. Rest in peace, my kid, man. Ezekiel Ford is up here, and Wafie Camden out of the rookie quarterback class. These guys are saying that they can play in this league right now, early. Now, my question to you, Boone, it was always harder in the second season versus the rookie year. Do you think these guys are going to be hurt in these playoffs playing with rookie quarterbacks?
Yeah, because I think it's going in the playoffs is going to have a bigger impact, man. I think it's really going to show up in the playoffs. For some reason, it just happens like that. But I think they'll still play well enough to win their games. And I think they'll go deep into the playoffs, pretty much, put it like that.
Right. I agree. I think the playoffs is a different animal. They both can run the ball really well. Packers being the best runner in the league right now. So I think that, strong run game always helps rookie quarterbacks out. But it's going to be tough when they got to make those plays that they need to make on big downs, knowing that they rookies and short back there, because your entire team dumbs down when you're playing with rookies. So when you start seeing shit happening like, damn, why Barkley can't get out the backfoot of some bullshit? My game, it ain't the game lagging, it's your rookie quarterback. He makes your entire offense dumb down at times. Remember that. Franchise guru tip. Got that one for free. Next one I'm charging. Alright, so Wafie Camden. I think Wafie Camden, you played him, Boom. How was he in the game y'all played?
He was lights out, man. Didn't make a mistake. Took what the defense gave him. But I didn't really see him run with his legs. You know what I mean? I guess he's a pocket passer.
Right.
So I don't know if he's missing that part. Yeah, so.
Now, how important it is. I mean, the guy's not getting a lot of carries. I mean, we come out of here and go just look at him stat wise right now. He's definitely made him a straight. Like this is the coach that you say. Now you got. I mean, at the end of the day, Cliff Kingsbury, he's a proven coach to have a quarterback and make him. He did it with Kyler Murray. He really didn't have to be dynamic as a dual threat player with Kyler Murray. He really sat in the pocket and made plays all season long. So it looked like he's taking that same approach with the rookie. But in my opinion, or I'm asking you for yours as well, um, does that hurt him not making him a dual threat? Like, I mean, this guy has no attempts really. 25 attempts as a runner, 194 yards rushing. He is averaging 7.8 and one touchdown, but um, we're not seeing him really use his feet. Do you see him using his feet in the playoffs, or you think he sticks with what he's been doing all year, which is light it up a little bit from the pocket?
I think he'll use his feet in the playoffs because when the playoffs, man, it shrinks and pretty much you get the best of the best. So what I realized is that I was trying to get him from the outside, and since he didn't use his feet, man, that kind of played into his game plan, just sit in the pocket.
Right.
So now he's gonna get a lot of blitzes up the middle. So it's gonna force him to go outside where he's not comfortable doing. Not saying that he can't do it. It's just he hasn't done it that much all season.
Right. Now, I mean, I don't care what the schedule look like. Anytime a rookie can come in and throw for 6,414 yards, 78 touchdowns, 25 picks. This guy averaged 400 yards a game, almost 401 yards a game right now. 13, and only been sacked 13 times as a rookie. That's impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah.
So let's look at the other rookie that was balling this year. All right, so Ezekiel Ford numbers is not as high as Wafi, but let's look at him as a whole. 3,873 yards passing, 41 touchdowns, 20 picks, 64% average of 242.1 yards a game. And he's in an offense that's a run-first offense. I think this is good numbers by this guy. Especially
definitely. Yeah, definitely, man.
And then in the ground game, 71 carries for 592 yards, 8.3, 11 touchdowns. Anytime you can, and this is a rookie that's using his dual threatness, right? 11 rushing touchdowns, you gotta respect that. So at any moment, that's a threat outside of dropping back, passing, read options, whatever type of RPO game you want to play with this kid, you can do it. And I'm very, very impressed at what he's doing with him right now, man. We had a couple other little rookies just running around. I do know the Dolphins had one, but I'm not going to dig too far into the Dolphins because he hasn't played all of it. It wasn't like he was all the way locked in playing all his games, though. But 22 touchdowns, 24 picks, I'm comfortable with that. I would like to see 24-24 a little bit more. He was 63%. He did throw for 32 yards. He's been sacked 26 times, though. And this kid's a runner, too. Let's see if he takes off. Another guy that's not using his dual threatness at all. And I guess he feel like he don't have to, so it is what it is. But I definitely like this kid, Delvin Kidd. I think they're the top 3 quarterbacks in that rookie class. That's on team starting now, and I can't wait to see what their future look like with those guys over here. So let's get back to the awards. But I definitely want to talk about who's better, Wafi or Ezekiel Ford. That's a question for you, big guy.
But so both of them tough, man, because they got great safety blankets in the running backs. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and Marshall Faulk is pretty much in the MVP races because he's throwing on the ball and he's running the ball.
Right.
But Camden is also in the MVP race at I think number 3.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken. So you got to give it to Camden. Because I don't know if Ford is in the MVP race or not.
Now, Ford not in the MVP race. I still think he having. I know he's in that rookie conversation or offensive player of the year. We're gonna get over here. So look, right now, offensive player of the year in the AFC. Let's talk about it. Naeem Hines is back on top of the world right now. Lamar Jackson is 2. LaDainian Tomlinson 3. Deshaun Watson 4. Herbert 5. In the NFC, here we go. We got Marshall Faulk, George Barkley, Camden, Herrera, Bo Jackson at top 5. So 4 to 6 on the offensive player of the year list right now. But your top 5 is Bo Jackson. Now, we know George Barkley is proven, right? Anytime a guy rushed for 3,000 yards, 57 touchdowns, I think it was, in a year, he's great. We know what he can do. But this conversation was in the chat, man. Is Bernard Bo Jackson the truth or not, bro?
Yeah, he definitely he's a top 5 running back in the league. I gotta playing him 2 times a year. Yeah, he's definitely a handful to deal with.
Right. And, like I was saying in the chat when they was arguing, even great players don't have good games all the time, man. That doesn't mean they're not great. When you get to Millennium not logic, they just anything that's you can rush for 600 yards and then the next game rush for 100 and you ass and you know how that should go. That's what make
Hmm.
them who they are, right? But I think Bo Jackson has proven himself as to be a top five running back in this league. He is a monster, and honestly, he's the real reason why everybody started going to go get those power backs. To be honest, and that's just my opinion. Now, the Dolphins had Brendan Green over there last year. It was a dual threat backfield with them too, but he didn't do what Bernard did because Devon was over there. Devon Black was still the number one guy, but this guy, man, he's the first guy that showed us. You get one of these big backs. And you run with these guys and you let them develop. They hard to tackle because when he on fire, boom, how hard is it to bring him down off the first two tackles, not the first one like most of us got freight train on our running backs. So when they get hot, they break in the first tackle. But Bernard takes it a little farther. I think he breaks one, two, and three at times.
But yeah, no, you definitely have to game tackle, man. You can't take him down, even when he's not on fire. You can't take him down with one person.
Not at all. Not at all. All right. So I told you your top five offensive player of the year award right now. Now we're in week 17, so really this is not going to change much at all, right? All right. So then on the defensive side of things, man, Andres Pedro Morales, again another safety from the Packers, number one and two, Antoine Winfield Jr. right now. But then you got Des Boone. Listen, when you lose a Gilmore, is Slay still around?
No,
So
nah.
you lose the Gilmore and the Slay. You lost the ability of being able to say the best tandem corners in the league, right? And that argument was every year why they were on the field together. Then you get this kid Dez that comes up under these guys, man. Just explain bringing up a rookie corner underneath Gilmore and Slay, because in my opinion, Boone, that makes it hard for this guy because most of the targets are going to go at him. How did you make him step up and answer the bell? And I'm not talking about computer level. I'm talking about you using this guy into all those interceptions as a rookie.
Man, just used our strengths, man. You know what I mean? And put him in position to make plays, man. So we knew he was gonna get a lot of targets, so we just positioned him. Uh, you know what I mean? Especially with some of the ability that some of the receivers have. You know what I mean? To create space.
Right.
So pretty much by me using them, I was able to anticipate, what route they were running, and make
And
the
make
best out of my chances.
and make plays. Now Isaiah Simmons is all world. At one point we were screaming the best defender in the league. Does he still hold that title in your opinion?
Nah, I don't know. There got to be another debate, man, because it's a few defenders in this league that are scary and uh, that could take over a game. You know what I mean? You got
Right.
Chase Young over there. You got BG still over there.
Mhm.
Pat Queen balling. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You got your cornerback over there. You know what I mean? Like,
Boy,
well, yeah, yeah.
and it's crazy because again, like I'm still, I thought Humphreys and Ramsey, could be would have been possible, best top two corners in the league far as tandem, but it really became a Jalen Ramsey and a Lamar Sturdivant. We'll talk about him, but boy, that guy different right now. But then, what's this guy? Daddy's girls. Idris Elba sitting here at five right now.
Yeah.
So all right, so that's your top five on the NFC side of things. Now let's go back to the AFC and look at defensive player of the years. Now Darwin James has literally told the AFC, "This is my award every year from here on out," and it's been that way since his Super Bowl run. Um, Darwin James is sitting on top of this. And you got Devin Bush, computer situation, and Julius Peppers. Now, boom, I'm gonna sit here and go out on a limb and say this is the best outside linebacker in the league. Jets outside linebacker Julius Peppers.
Yeah. I seen. I think he had one of the sack records, right?
Yeah, well, he's 20 sacks or more every year, I think, except for maybe his first one, first season. Since he's been in the league, he's 20 sacks easy. But again, he's a tackle for loss guy, a big hitter, and he can cover. So he can do it all at the outside linebacker position. It's probably, if not the fastest linebacker in the league, he's definitely top three fastest linebacker in the league. This guy came in blazing, 93 speed, 93 excel. I think his acceleration somewhere up there between 97, 98 at this point right now. Um, this kid Dave Moore for the Bengals. The Bengals always got to say he's M&T, kind of the same on defense in my opinion. You got Demon Time AFC, Demon Time NFC, and the Bengals always got safeties playing at a high level because he play them at that sub position, and he's probably the best player in the league at stop and stretch. Simple as that. This guy get 22 tackle for losses in the first 6-7 games every year because he play a bunch of stretch left, stretch right guys, and he gets you in the backfield every time. We haven't had a C.J. Henderson. It's like this guy's a good corner in that first rookie class, the real life rookies that came on the game. But now that Dirty Rat's playing with the Jaguar team, we got an explosion going over here, 12-3-1, and we seeing players making plays for him. C.J. Henderson is sitting at 5 right now. I'm not going to go past 5, but I'm itching because Lamar Sturdom is sitting at 6 right there.
Yeah.
And I honestly feel like he's the best corner in the league. Would you be like, hell no, with me saying that, or you think I got grounds to talk that way?
You might have grounds, man, but like I said, man, born over on my team and he balling, so I don't know.
Right. Get out the tree, you little fucking piece of shit cat. Get down.
You about to knock that bitch over.
I'm ready to tear his ass up, bro. Oh my God, he hard headed. You got one, all she want to do is eat a cheeseburger from McDonald's all day long, fat bitch. And then this motherfucker think he live in the streets and shit like he ain't been in the house his entire life. I'm gonna kick your little punk ass. Get down. Throw you out the window, badass. No, ain't no cheeseburgers for you. Your mom not here, you not getting a cheeseburger. Fuck out of here. She came in here 90 pounds, she 250 pounds right now in 3 weeks.
God damn.
Fat bitch. He fat as hell. Always want something to eat. Then they be mad at me and shit, like, 'cause they know I be talking shit to them. These little motherfuckers really humans. All right, so D Moore, and then we got C.J. Henderson for the AFC. That's Defensive Player of the Year over here. Now let's get to the offensive rookies. Delvin Kidd, DJ Law, a slept-on running back. I like DJ Law. I think that was a great name. Give him a last chance you name. I like that. He's a sleeper. Jerome Bettis. Boom. Have you seen this guy play yet?
No, I haven't.
The real deal. Guys is going into the office talking to trying to get a one-on-one meeting with the coach and the owner, trying to figure out why did the Ravens draft this guy in the first round last year. They want to know, like, the Israel twins is like, wait a minute. I mean, this is we've been doing what you asked. We don't want to leave this team. We want to be a part of this team. When either both the Israel twins are mad, but not mad. We made them buy into team football and having a backfield. Like, the Ravens absolutely have the number 1 rushing attack in the league. And it was for the last 3 seasons. It was from 3 players: Lamar Jackson and both the Israel twins. Now it's Lamar Jackson, the Israel twins, and then baby Bus, Jerome Bettis, Bus' son. This guy's an animal, bro. And his only problem is, and you know what? I went and got him because I saw what Bo Jackson was doing. Simple as that, right? All right, so Deontay George, the running back for the Titans, I really like this guy, Ohio State kid. His problem is the running back over there, Anders, is a monster right now. He's coming into his own, so it's a dual threat backfield over here as well. It's a 1-2 punch. The problem with that 1-2 punch is they're kind of the same running backs. Really no separation between. I think Anderson, being more developed, can break more tackles and all that. But Deontay is a home run hitter at any moment over here. Now, this Keyshawn Hemsley, we don't really get to see what the Browns is about, so I don't know who he is. We'll take a deeper dive into that later. NFC side of things, let's look at these rookies and see who's stepping. Okay, Wafi Camden, Ezekiel Ford. And then you got Tracy Boone, another big back. Boone, did you get to play these Saints this year?
No. I think it was a force. Yeah, he couldn't play.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is this. Man, this is the fastest guy in the league with Jadarius Michaels, flat out the fastest guy in the league. It's too bad I need a Bucks user like ASAP because I don't know what's going on with Udi, and I ain't got time to be letting that type of roster sit around. This Bucks team is a Super Bowl team with a good user. Simple as that. They just need it. This guy is the new Tyreek Hill for sure. Fast, fast. Like I haven't seen that type of speed come out the draft at all in this league. To be honest with you, this guy does it all. You can't catch him on drags, slants, and he run by everybody. But Big Bus booming at 5 right now. So I'm gonna stop right here and look at these offensive rookie of the years in the NFC. So we know what Wafi Camden, and I think they're gonna go hand in hand until their career is over. It's always gonna be who's better, Wafi or Ease. Wafi or Ease. You feel me? So that's how that goes. But then when you look over here, we got it. And we talk about big backs. Now we talked about it all last year. It's a lot of big backs in this league that's just sitting on people's rosters, not being utilized, right? And some guys went and traded for him. Some guys grabbed him out of free agency. This guy drafted him, his guy, right? But then Big Bus Boomin. Now, you're not gonna name this guy Big Bus Boomin if he ain't a thumper. You know what I'm saying? So I better not go over there and click on this team and he 195 pounds. But I want to get over and talk about these two running backs, man, because we had Michael B. Jordan and you still had a Kamara over there, right, for the Saints. And this guy comes in as a rookie and takes all of the carries, fast too. And he's the guy right now. And again, Derrick Henry, 6'3", 233-pound running back, boom. 266 yard carries for 1390. He got 29 rushing touchdowns right now. So you mean to tell me out of 266 carries, this guy had one fumble on a year? That's impressive. 46 broke tackles. He might lead the league in broken tackles right now. I want to dive. I'm gonna dive a little deeper into this kid, man. We want to take a look at this guy. All right, so here we go. Tracy Boom. Let's click on him and see what we getting over here. All right, so 94 overall in his rookie year, right? He is a rookie, right? Yep, rookie year. Got him up to a 94. Tank and arm bar on this guy. Let's look at the ratings. So we're dealing with a guy with 95 break tackles, 91 speed. Again, and you can't tell me, oh man, this guy ain't got 95 speed, 95 excel, I can't do this and that, blah, 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 whatever. 91 speed, 93 excel. Remember, he got 95 broke tackles. His carrying is at 96 right now. Hella ball vision, 95. Trucking at 94, stiff arm at 90. But his juke moves is a 97. This guy is different. 97 juke move, 86 spin, 99 change of direction. He's been worked on for sure. This is him building because you know he ain't come in looking like that. He built him 86 strength, very very strong. 74 catching out the backfield. And that 6'3" is a mismatch for anybody out the backfield with 74 catching right now. Let's get into it. Let's see where he was drafted at. Drafted in the first round, pick 22 at 2025. So this is last year's draft. 6'3", bro. He don't remind you of Derrick Henry though. 6'3",
Oh yeah,
233
especially with that
pounds.
6'3".
Yeah, Notre Dame kid too. How Mike slip on him? See, Mike was too busy Dick Ryan trying to steal my corner that he let this guy slide right by him. But I think Mike was more like, nah, I had that back last year. I got him over here already. Nope, not this guy. So now let's get back to the stats. Let's look what he's doing right now. All right, so that's career stats, but when you take a dive into the season, this is what I wanted to see right here. So I don't know how many people will understand that this was available to us now. They now when you look at season stats, they put the game. Remember how you just had the numbers? You ain't know what game he did that in. You understand what I'm saying, boom? Now they got the team who you played. So let's take it back down to week 1. And his rookie campaign debut: 58, 52, 7 carries, 60 yards, 8.6. So he wasn't the guy yet. But then he goes up against the Rams and has 14 carries for 119. Jets wasn't hearing nothing out the backfield, but he didn't play the Jets. I think this was a forced win, or the computer, or the Jets played the computer, because the Saints, I think his only losses are to him giving up forced wins. But he didn't do nothing in that game. Bucks game. I don't know if Udi played this game or not. Did you play the Bucks in this game? 16 for 39 was just the forced win. Because Udi was playing early on. I
Yeah.
know he played Falk. Then he had the Cardinals shut down Daniels, and I mean you can expect that from a rookie. 10 carries, 21 yards. He averaged 2.1. He still scored in that game. I think he scored in every game but one. Year one. I mean week one. So at this point, he gets to the Panthers. I would assume that was another sim game. One touchdown. The Panthers ain't play all year. 12 carries, 68 yards, 5.7. But then they start getting a little interesting here against the 49ers, 63-10. 18 carries for 133, 7.4 yards a carry. 3 rushing touchdowns in that game. Panthers again, another force win. Then he had the Lions, 55-35. 24 carries, 115, 4.8, but he scored 4 touchdowns. The Seahawks game, 26 carries, 99 yards. Dolphins, he had 24 carries, 142. Bills, 15 for 57. And then he comes off with the Falcons and he goes for 27 carries, 273 yards. And this is the latter part of the season, and this is where he's starting to get, it's cold now, boom. I know these guys playing hot weather spaces and all that, but, at this point, week 14, people tired, everybody hurt, some guys playing with injuries, you know what I'm saying? Some guys just playing out there, and you get this guy 27 carries, man. Eventually, people start making business decisions. And I think that's what happened with these Falcons. They got beat the fuck up. 27 carries, 273 yards. He averaged 10 yards a carry and 5 touchdowns. He disrespected the Falcons in that game. 35-20 the Bucks game. He didn't play that. And then against the Falcons again, he comes back, gives them another 25 carries for 103 yards. And at that point, fourth quarter coming around, and DBs is diving out of bounds, missing tackles and shit. I got the user like, man, it's lagging. But that's just business decisions right now. And then the Patriots. Patriots got a good defense. You're not really going to do too much on them if you don't really know how to do it. So 13 for 25 really got shut. But he probably was trying to fling that shit all the way around. In a tight ball game, 31-28. Now, the next guy I want to talk about was this big bust booming kid. You're not going to name somebody that if he ain't a monster. 6 foot 231 from Princeton. Boom, this guy got 115 carries, 537 yards, 4.7 yards a carry, 8 touchdowns. He averaging 35.8. Should I be talking about him?
I don't. Nah, I don't think so. I don't know. He was he the starter?
Yeah, he's giving him starter carries, 92 break tackle, 90 speed. I'll tell you one thing. He's probably one of the smartest players in the league coming from out of Princeton. 91 agility. He ain't bad, bro. 93 change of direction, 85 spin, 92 juke. He got 90 carrying, 88 ball vision, 90 truck, and 91 stiff arm. I mean, he's big enough to be a big bust booming, I guess, at 6 foot, 231 pounds. Where he get drafted at? Let's see where he got drafted at. Awards, 5th round. Oh, yeah, this is still. Got him in the 5th round at that, bro. That's big time. Let's look at season stats, see what he's been doing on the year. All right, so let's see if he's been a starter since week 1. 13 carries, 49 yards. Yup. For the most part, yeah, he's been starting some of these games. I mean, he's only had 100-yard game, though. I shouldn't be talking about him, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I agree. Cool name, but that's about it. All right, so let's look at the other rookie big-time back that came out right now. And he came out with this speed. This guy flying. Big back, 6'1", 227. I got him in the top 15, top 16 picks. Let's take a look at him. And then I won a Super Bowl that year, so I put the X Factor on him. So let's talk about it. Awards. I got him round 1, pick 16 on a Dizop. Come out of there and let's go look at what he's doing in season games right now. Now remember, this kid can come out of games with no carries at all. Simple as that, because he's the third running back on his roster. So he got 2 guys that come in before him. So here we go. Against the Raiders, 59-14. He did have 10 carries, 95 yards, 9.5 yards a carry, and a touchdown. He did only touch the ball once against the Steelers, and then that was it. He only had 1 yard, so that was his rookie game. Vikings, he didn't touch the ball much. 6 carries, 18 yards, 3 yards a carry. Patriots, he only had 1 carry. Again, 1 carry, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. Against the Colts, 28 carries, 143 yards. He averaged 5.1. He didn't score, though. Do you think that hurt him not getting in the end zone? Because his next 3, week 6, 7, and week 10, he didn't score a touchdown at all. And And out of all three of those weeks, he was pretty much shut. 4 for 23 in the Browns game for 5.8 yards a carry. Then he comes back against the Browns, 20 carries, 172 yards, 8.6, 2 touchdowns. And he hasn't really played since then. 2 carries against the Bengals, 3 carries against the Jets, no carries at Packerville, and then the Dolphins. He had 13 carries for 166 yards, 12.8, 2 touchdowns. Now that's late week 17. Does that say what he can do going into the playoffs, or should I not be talking about him?
I don't know, man. That's tough, man. Cause I'm just looking at some of the blowouts, and even with the Bears 52-7, man, he really didn't do anything. Even in the blowout, when normally you running the ball.
Right, to
Uh,
end the game. Um, but I think his downfall is just the carries because in those blowouts, Najee probably had the 100 yards already, and we're looking to get the next 100 yards, and then he just missed the carries. Honestly, that's what he fall under. I think this Dolphin game tells a lot though with that 13 carries, 166. That tells you his ability because what I was getting to is this guy wasn't just a big power back. He was fast. I drafted him at 95 speed, 95 excel. So he was fast right away. So he has the potential to be that guy over here. And honestly, 714. So you take a look at him. He's not a 1,000 yard back. Let's get back to it. Where I'm at. Okay, stats. There we go. 106 carries. He averages 6.7 yards, 7 rushing touchdowns. Now, he averaging 54.7 yards a carry, 25 broken tackles. I think that number should be a little higher. He got a lot of work to go. Is this a project kid, or he's just in a system where he's just not? He just don't get the touches he need to be good, to be great. I mean,
yeah, nah, he definitely should gonna share carries. You know what I mean? Till you get rid of one of your running backs, he definitely gonna be sharing carries
hmm
because he's probably he could be the number one back, but right now he's third.
and sometimes fourth. Remember, Lamar's still over here.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's see if we can find any more big back. All right, you drafted one over here, Booney. Talk about your big back.
Let's see. Well, we still have Miles Sanders, man, but we do use him a lot on goal line situations. Pretty much, man. When Miles can't punch it in, he definitely can get the extra push, man, and fall forward for us.
And to me, looking at it, Ray Rice with 33 carries. I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to this. Miles Sanders, 165 carries. The Eagles are not a run-first football team. They throw the ball all over the park all game long. So their top 2 carries is always Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts. We respect that. Dwayne Lamb, 32 carries, 164 yards. That's some people's one-game stats right there. 5.1, 5 touchdowns, 10.9 yards, only one fumble in a year, right? But Ray Rice snuck some carries in this year with 33. And then this is what took the carries away from him. Mike Long. I know what you're doing over here playing your second quarterback, trying to get him into the game. I'm quite sure he runs the ball. 14 carries, no fumbles, 124 yards carrying here. But let's dig into Dwayne. And then what sucks for him is he ain't going to unlock till your season over. But looking at a kid at 5'10", 220 pounds, 23 years old, out of Iowa, you know Iowa produced real running backs. Like, in my opinion, when you play for Iowa, these guys, the only difference is these guys come out a little older. See, as you can see, he's 23 years old. Most guys are 21, 22 coming out in their rookie year. This guy's already at 23. So he'll be 24 at the end of the year. So that means he stayed all 4 years. Probably redshirted and stayed actually 5. But with that being said, the experience is there. 90 break tackle, 89 speed, 91 excel, 85 agility, 87 carrying, 89 ball vision, 95 truck, 86 stiff arm. Man, how important is that to get this guy unlocked?
Oh no, it's definitely important, man. That's one reason, like I said, that's one reason why I don't play him. But he still like he just has one of those shells, man. That once he does unlock, man, he gonna be great.
Yeah, he's gonna be great too. And then my whole thing is, my question to you is, the video said, the chat said, first 10, not first 10, 10, we need 10 likes and subscribe on this video. 10. So if it's not 10, I don't care if it's 5 people watching and y'all hit the like button and did everything I was after. If I don't have 10 likes, this doesn't count. But what happens? Do you put the +2 on him?
Yeah, probably would. Yeah, probably would.
Because if you dig, because you get the plus two, and a superstar right on one person. So like, is this the guy? Like, let's see, what is he? He might be superstar already, and he's only on star trait right now. Is this the guy that get the plus two, and a superstar? I know you. You'll say yeah now, but it'll be a DN, defensive player, somewhere along the line, come down. But what happens if you turn that 89 speed to a 92, that acceleration to a 93, and then him a superstar unlocked now? He ain't gonna unlock in the playoffs either, though. Do you think that hurt you?
Oh yeah, that definitely hurt me. Because I only had one running back with traits.
Right.
I mean, on top of my Jalen Hurts, but yeah, that definitely hurt me. But he still fall. Like I said, he fall forward, man, to give me those yards that I need.
No doubt, no doubt. Again, the Dolphins ain't played. They do got big back Brendan Green over here. I think he could have been the first guy to do it. But even when the old coach drafted this guy, he didn't really touch the football. But this kid's another one of them big boys. 95. I mean, 6 foot. Here we go. 93 broke tackles, 92 speed, 96 cell. Another big guy, 89 stiff arm, 92 truck. So the big backs is getting love in the league right now, and I'm really loving that. That's what's up. Flat out, what's up over here. All right. I did all the awards. Did we do DBs? Let me see. Nope. Let's go back to yearly awards. I think we stopped with the running backs. That's why we was talking about running backs. All right. So defensive rookies of the year. That's where we at. All right, so we did offensive rookies. Now let's get to the defense and the AFC. All right, so Manning Hardesty. All I do is hear Coach Black scream about this guy, man. Yo, this linebacker I got is a dog. Are you still in Call of Duty, Boone, or you on the game already?
That's what Call of Duty.
Okay. All right, so Manning Hardesty, man. Before I get out and talk about him, I would like to go through the top 5 guys over here, rookies that's balling right now. And here's my one. I don't know how good he is. All I know is when a coach talks to you about a player, he's really feeling this guy right here, man. Teron Jen, don't know what position he play over there for the Bills, but he's number 2 on the list. And Levon Kirkland, this was one of the fastest linebackers to come out the draft. Stole this kid. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this guy is a difference maker for this team for sure in the middle. He is fast, bro, and it helps balance out the Lamar attack when I play him. And he's everywhere, bro. I've seen it. We all know Levon Kirkland. Those that's old enough but young enough to know who Levon Kirkland is. You knew that number 99 was special at linebacker. He played outside linebacker, but this guy got this guy in the middle with the speed. We'll talk about him in a second. Trevor Sherwood, a lot of computer situations going on over there. So I don't know who this guy is, but I do know who Bob Sanders Jr. is. And this is the thing. Snake flirted with moving him to linebacker. He met all the credentials to be able to play linebacker, and I think he didn't. I think he left him at safety. Now, the Colts are in tank mode all year right now, so that just tells you the AI of this guy. With the computer, playing most of the games right now. This guy's here at 5 right now, and it's 5 for a reason. Um, Damn, Michael Dotson, Kendrick Oliver. So the Chargers look like they reloading right now over here as well. So now with that being said, I'm gonna go to the NFC, but then I want to talk about some of these rookies. All right, Candyman Willis the second. Now I don't like the name at all. I think that shit whack. But this is a guy he stole from me. I wanted him in a worse way. So I know he's a dog. Candyman Willis. So we'll see who he is and check him out. But Sean Myers, boom, talk about it. Because you always got a rookie up here doing something.
Man, just like I said, man, we lost Gilmore and to retirement, man. So we needed that big that big cornerback, man, to kind of take his place, man, with speed. And he was sitting there. And I think pick 2026. I think I got him in the first, second round, if I'm not mistaken. And like boom, took him up under his wing, and shit, man, he looked like his twin on the field almost.
Man, and he's playing at a high level. How tall was he?
6'3".
Mm-mm-mm. All right, and then you get another one of those XFL butt ass names. He hit me and shit. Another one of them hybrid safeties. Following the Macklin print right now, man. When they lost their Buda Baker, they needed a safety in the worst way. They did get him. Right now, you played this guy a couple weeks ago. Is he ready? Is this guy ready in the back, or is this a weak link in on his defense right now?
He will be ready, man. He's not ready now, man. I targeted him a lot, man, and we were successful on a lot of throws. I don't think he's ready right now, but give him another year, man. I think he'll be a top safety in the league.
I feel you. Now, Mike last year had a corner that was for the last 3 seasons. He drafted a corner at a high pick, been in the top 10. This year he went and got Deshaun Sanders from Florida State. Now I'm gonna hate on this pick because I was right behind him at 16. He picked him at 15. Um, and he know I'm a Florida State guy, so he saw the name and he picked him. Simple as that. He knew who the fuck he was without even knowing who he was. Uh, we taught him well, but I can't stand Mike Ass because he took the guy I wanted to replace Jalen Ramsey. Um, but is this a product of Mike, or is this a product of being on defense so much?
Oh yeah, this is definitely a product of him getting scored on. Um, but nah, I don't know. I can't say that, man.
Because he
Cause
got that
well,
other corner that was shutting shit down for 3 seasons before he got I mean, for 2 seasons before he got this guy. So really, the Bears do got two potential shutdown corners on their roster right now, one and two
yeah,
clutch.
it is tough to have a defensive player, defensive rookie of the year on a 2-13 team. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
what could you be doing that's so great? Motherfuckers are throwing the ball up on you and you just getting picks. You know.
Right.
But,
And that's what I'm saying. Is it cleanup duty or is he just a baller all out? I played him. I didn't even notice him on the field to be honest with you. He probably had a butt ass number on instead of the number I would like to see him in, and that's probably why I didn't notice him. But that other corner he got, I think, is the real deal. And I want to talk about top corners in the league as well. But all right, so with that being said, we're looking at rookies right now, right? So I see Willis, I see Myers, I see he hit me, I see Sanders, and then I see Shirley for the Lions. Mark picked this guy, and he explained why he picked him when we talked about it, and it let me know he understood football and what he was trying to do over there. And this guy's a safety, man. He is a dog for sure right now. And then again, look at Bo Pepper sitting down here. This was the I don't know how this D tackle slipped to the second round, but he did, and went to the Lions. And again, it's one of those sayings. Boom, 4-12. How could you sit here and talk about them? What are they really doing at 4-12? But again, I thought they were two good picks, great picks for this guy, and I think it helps build his team a little better going down the line, down the stretch or whatever. So then we get to the DBs. I mean, best quarterbacks. Now, before I go there, I want to talk about Candyman, Sean Myers. Let's go and Hitman. I know who else I'm going to look at too. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so we get over here. Let's go look for the Falcons real fast. And let's see what Candyman about since he's number one on that defense over here. And let's check him out. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Candyman Willis. Let's take a check and dive deep. All right, so 6'6", 246 pounds. Looks like he played linebacker. Penn State, bro. Oh my God. Let's see what his abilities are. Yep, right outside linebacker. Alright, so let's dig deep into him. When did he pick him? Because he picked the guys, first round pick 31. I was at 32. Snatched him right in front of me. Let's see what he's doing season-wise right now. He's been a starter since the league started. And we're looking at a guy that had 3 tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Um, 6 tackles, 4-7-7, 5-5, 8, 4-8, 4-5-4, 6-3-3. Again, a lot of. Is he the guy, or is he benefiting from them 4 to 5 computer games he played this year?
I don't know, man. Those numbers don't look too impressive, honestly.
Yeah, they don't. They really don't. We're sitting over here looking at him. I got to give a rating check real fast. 95 tackling, 91 hit power, 93 speed, 94 excel. Especially a linebacker with that type of speed, bro. Right away, he's an athlete, right? And he got 91 zone already, so this guy's been worked for sure. The development is picking up right now because I know for a fact he came out with like 80-something zone, so he's a dog. He already got him up to a 91. Press is solid, 80 catching, man coverage 82. This guy should be doing a lot more with these type of stats, bro. I mean attributes. What you think?
Yeah, definitely, man. I can just imagine what he'll do on somebody else's team, you know.
Like if he
But
was
then
a
again, it
if
might be. I don't know.
If
It might be the solid defense.
if he was a Philadelphia Eagle, what would this guy be doing this year in the
Man,
rookie year?
he'll probably break the sack record, man.
That shit crazy, and because look, he could cover. This nigga got 91 zone coverage, bro. Like, how do you do anything to that? Like, what do you do when this guy can cover like that? That's big time. 82 man. We talking about a dog right now. All right, so let's go a little dig a little deep. Let's talk and stop at the Colts and look at Bo Sanders Jr. All right, so 83 tackles at safety, 10 tackles for loss. He does have a sack, 2 picks. Um, Again, he's tanking right now, but I think they're big time numbers for a guy that's playing in his first season. Let's go look at these Cardinals and look at the he hit me kid. Where the hell are these Cardinals at? No, not Chargers. Cardinals. There we go. Cardinals defense. Let's find him. He hit me. All right, 55 tackles, 7 INTs right now. You sure Boone he don't get to the football? He got 7 picks right now, and he not going to unlock during the playoffs.
Yeah, man. I can only speak to what we did, man, and how we game plan. And the game plan was to go at him, and he gave up a lot of big plays
All right.
in our game. So
All right. Well, he hit me. We see his dog now. And another guy I want to go talk about right now is over here for the Steeler football team, and that's Kirkland. As you can see, he's number 2 in tackles on his team right now. Let's check him out. He's actually tied for first. Philip Fry, who's an animal, 6'3", 210 at safety, and then you got Kirkland. Here's why he's so good, bro. This guy is different, and I think this was the first pick he had. Cause remember he tanked that year. So first round, pick 5, Levon Kirkland goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're trying to build that steel curtain back up, right? So I like that. Let's look at season stats because we're gonna go all the way down here to week 1. See what he did in week 1. What type of impact was he playing the Ravens? All right, he had 4 tackles in that game. As you get into the quarterback on it, man, he got him at middle linebacker too. So he do got sack at middle linebacker. Tackle for losses, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Tackle for losses, not bad. Yeah. So I get out of that and go to what he look like. All right. So we're dealing with a 6'5", 255-pound middle linebacker, 94 speed, 90 tackle, 84 block shed, 87 hit power. Now, Boone, do you think people shy away from guys as hitters if they not 90 plus hit power? Like 87 is good hit power, right?
yeah, it's average. Yeah.
Average?
87, 80. Well, yeah. Well, for him, it probably wasn't at 87. It was probably like 83, probably 82, some shit like that.
All right.
And he probably upgraded him to the 87. So, yeah, I would too, man. Especially in a game where you want to turn the ball over. You know what I mean? Unless you conservative tackle, man, nobody trying to conservative tackle. Right. Everybody trying to hit stick, turn the ball over.
Yeah, and like I said, I like this guy. And he got himself a superstar right away at 5. So it's a hell of a pick, bro. Like, but you just can't deny these numbers right here. So it's tackling again 90, acceleration 95, pursuit 89. He's chasing anybody down. This is for the mobile quarterbacks. He's going to chase those guys down. Play rec 76. Got to get that a little better. Awareness 81. That's all right for a rookie right now. It's really great actually, especially at linebacker. Most of the time, those type of linebackers come out. These type of linebackers come out, their awareness is really low. They got good numbers, but their awareness is really low. But this guy already had 81. That's solid. 87 strength, he's strong. And his zone coverage is at 89, so he's solid, bro. And then he can get to you with power moves. He does have 80 man, so he can lock down some of these running backs, bro. Like, I like this guy. He's a dog, definitely a dog out there. All right, let's get back to the awards. Finish the DBs up real fast. Let's get to it. No MVPs. No AFC, NFC. I don't care who it is. Let's just get to the positions now. All right. Best quarterback in the NFC right now is Camden. Solari for the Falcons. Does Solari really belong at 2?
No.
Kyler Murray at 3. What about Kyler Murray? You played him twice.
Kyler Murray don't belong at 3 either. But, You can't. Like, stats don't lie, I guess.
All right. All right, so Archie Manning Jr., all he's done is made a name for himself season in and season out, sitting at 4. Is he better than Salary and Kyler Murray at this point?
I just think might have better receivers.
All right, so Ezekiel Ford at 5. So again, two rookies in the top 5. Hurts right on the outskirts with 6 right now. Let's look at the AFC and their quarterbacks right now. You're gonna be surprised when you see this. Deshaun Watson sitting at 1, Lamar Jackson at 2, Herbert at 3, Burrow at 4, and he was on a 3-game suspension. Um, that he probably ain't even served all of it yet though. But for him to be sitting at 4 on a dumbass suspension for doing dumb shit. T.J. Finley, that name don't ring bells to you at all, though, Boom.
Nah, I don't.
All right, well, I play him twice a year. This guy, he's in his 3rd season right now, and he's throwing the ball different right now. He really looks good over there for the Steelers. Honestly, I think Albert figured it out. He got some shit going on over there. I like it. I like it a lot. At best running back right now, Hines, LaDainian Thomas, Kyle Moore. This guy got drafted in the 1st draft, and then we just never heard about him. Never touched the football, wasn't doing nothing until Dirty Rat got over there. So now we know who Kyle Moore is. At 4, Devon Black. We already know that. Devon, we gonna call him Kodak Black. That's the guy right now, Black Mamba. Ricky Hendricks. Now, to me, the Chargers had this guy on his roster as a rookie last year. Had the big back. Didn't trust him because of the speed. Waited to the playoffs to play him, and I think that killed him in his playoff game. Knocked him right out the playoffs because he couldn't rely on this guy because he never really got him going until the playoffs. If he had flip sided it and would have started him over Eckler all year that year, we talking about a different division game between the Ravens and the Chargers last year because he started off hot, like 2 carries. He got 6 yards, then he got 6 yards again, and then he just didn't go back to him because he's starting to get hit. He really ain't got the wherewithal to be able to do all that playoff football yet. But this guy's getting the ball this year. To be at 5 right now. Is the Chargers dangerous with a run game?
Yeah, no, he definitely dangerous, man. Especially with his route concepts. He's definitely an elite top 5 passer, if not top 3 passer in the league, man. Honestly, if you ask me.
I'm gonna be honest. I think it goes Falk then him. And then you might not agree with the Bengals too, though. But
I want to say that the Bengals.
I like
tough with him and the Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals tough, especially with his thrown mathematic offense. That shit hard to stop, bro. He tough with it. And then he's smart. He understands, what abilities to have on your guys at times. And he can do some things with them. So I like him. But yeah, so Ricky Hendricks. But I like the Chargers. If the Chargers can get themselves a consistent 1,500-yard back, they are dangerous going forward. Anthony Anders, late start. He's in one of the 2nd draft classes I think he was in. For the Titans, I like this kid right now. All right, now, Boone, I'm gonna go out and say this: you got Najee and at 8 and 9 right now. If I gave these guys the carries that the starting backs in this league get, and let's just say I shut Ant down for the year and make him a true backup and only bring him in when we need him to be on the field, I think Najee Israel is a top 5 running back in this league.
Shit.
Just don't get the carries.
Shit. You get that nigga the carries, man. Shit, you might break your fucking Barkley record, man.
If I did it right, if I gave this guy the carries like by himself, solo dolo.
If you had a regular quarterback and you didn't have Lamar and you didn't run with Lamar, because he get at least what, about how many 5 to 10 carries a game?
Sometimes more than that. If I, depending on how the game go.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then, you be throwing shit up to Poppy and shit, on the goal line. Like, yeah, if he was your focal point of your offense, man, like how Saquon was last year.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And so, like, when you look at the rushing yards over here, this is what the Baltimore Ravens team rushing yards look like. And the numbers are down this year. So, Najee leads the team with 1180, but he has 119 carries.
That's still 3,500 yards of rushing
right there, right? So then you got Israel with 116, 1,016. He got 13 rushing touchdowns. Bettis comes in and gets 106 carries for 711. 6.7 and 7 touchdowns. And even Lamar numbers are down as far as rushing. This is about to be one of the first
Right.
seasons without 1,000 yards.
Still
79
42
carries, 650,
touchdowns.
yeah, 10 touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
That's out of four running backs right now, right? So to me, that's why I say I got the top rushing game in the league. It's just it's a team effort versus a one player effort, which makes this team fucking dangerous. Period. Simple as that. But yeah, with that being said, I think Najee can be one of the better running backs in the league. If not, like you said, I'll say top five, but I do think top one, two, or three at any moment. If he got the 200 plus carries that these backs that's getting those type of yards get, maybe I do it. Maybe I do it next season and just don't talk about it, be about it. You heard? Um,
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I was over here on the Best Player Awards positions and go. So we go back to it. AFC style, where we did quarterbacks. We were on running backs. NFC Hines, LaDainian Thomas. No, it's AFC Hines, Thomas. I did them already. We want NFC. All right, here we go. So George Barkley at one, Falk at two, Herrera. Aaron Herrera, man, fast speed back that's developing to an all purpose type running back. Bernard Jackson. I like him better. I know he had four, but I like him better than the top three in front of him. Am I reaching?
I, as back, yeah. I see if that he's definitely a better back than those guys. Those guys might be better users, the hitter. You know what I mean? But if you just what that back does with what hitter does on offense, man, like I couldn't see him with T. You know what I mean?
Right,
If T had him, like he'll really be unstoppable.
right. But that's what I'm trying. That's what they be missing when we say certain stuff. We're not judging the numbers like y'all think we judging them. Oh, he got shut. Look, T first one of the first plays of the game. We get a highlight of him breaking a tackle and in mid animation get hit stick and fumble. Well, any running back and fumble. Lamar can be hot on trust and I animate him and make you miss that tackle and I'm coming out of a tackle. And he's lights out. You can knock his ass the fuck out of anybody, right? Not taking away from what T does. What I'm saying though is without the wiggles, the stop and go, and the control that T and some of these guys that use their running backs the way they control, and it's not their fault that they're that good at doing this shit. But like again, if T was controlling his running back, he will be doing exactly, or if not more, because I think the break tackles is way more dangerous with Bernard than it is with anybody else in the league right now.
Yeah.
So this guy fall forward for 8 yards if he want to, and I think hitter can get tackled. Hitter can have 5 carries and 5 yards, and then he's done running for the day. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
when you get to 20 carry 21 with that big motherfucker, he probably going to break one for 80, shit like that. So that's all I'm saying. So yeah, George Barkley, nobody controls a player like T in this league at all. Period. That's what separates him from a lot of us, right? Just that right there alone, control over your player, hands down, total control over his player. And he made George Barkley great. But I think with T, he can do that with any bat. Like it ain't just got like he was doing it with Aaron Jones before Barkley got drafted. So at the end of the day, and then Marshall Falk, that's different. Not too many guys can do what he's doing with his running back, right?
All right.
Uh, do you think guys can do it? I mean, Mike's running backs be having 118 catches a season, but don't be having the numbers though.
Yeah, nah, I don't think so.
Herrera, I got to watch him in the playoff. I mean, Super Bowl when we played. I thought the guy was sticky. I like him. I think he's gonna be a problem. He was in his rookie season in that Super Bowl. And as you can see right now, he's sitting at three, so he's looking like he's progressing. And we all know Circleball can run a football. I mean, we've met him as a runner. Remember, he was the reason we started the phrase he killed his running back. Remember, 500
Mm.
carries. Remember that? You remember he had the Baltimore Ravens all them damn carries before Lamar came in the league.
Yeah.
Oh my God, remember running them in a hole. He started that running them in a hole shit. So. He can run the ball, but then you got Tracy Boone. You got a guy who throws the ball like the Saints, who's trying to get the run game going with this kid. I like it. I want to see how it go. And then you still got Miles Sanders here. Which Miles Sanders hold up? I know what it is, but why is Miles Sanders not being talked about as a top 5 to 10 running back in this league?
Because I don't run them enough. I run them when I need to, but yeah, that's just not a focal point, man, and he understands that. Yeah, so that's the main reason, man. 'Cause honestly, he's not. He can be. He probably might have top 10 talent, but he's just not a back, man, because that's just not our focal point. We don't believe that
He's
that's
a
the way
he's
to
a
win.
playmaker. He's a playmaker for you, and that's it. He's one of those guys that's a weapon, no matter where you do it at. Like because honestly, the screen game and all that shit. This is the back that was doing all this shit first. And I'm just going. Let's talk facts here. No, they wasn't. People wasn't running screens, and Falk kind of made it a little more famous in it because you got out of it fast. But you was the first running back running H back screens in this league with the running back and those check downs and all that shit. You was doing that shit first, and which made Miles a little dangerous. And again, when you open up your offense to more weapons, somebody's gonna take a dive.
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna take that dive. So that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. But I like Miles Sanders, man. One of the original backs that's still holding shit down right now. Period. And that's you love to see that, especially when we in season 6 and the draft classes are in. When you got a guy like him balling like that. So let's get to the wide receivers and stay on the NFC right now. Martin Bennett, Martin Lawrence. Is he the best receiver in the league?
Bennett, no.
Let's go talk about it. Why not?
Uh, so like I said before, man. So he pretty much runs the ball to pass, and as you can see, we don't have a run game. We pass the ball, and my guy gets open.
Right.
So I think it's a big difference in the style of passing that we both do. Um, so that's the biggest thing. My guy just gets open and beat one-on-one coverage, and pretty much beats zones. He pretty much plays off of the run, the threat that his running back has. So we stack in the box trying to stop the running back, and Bennett just gets open.
But then it comes down to playmaker, right? So Bennett is the first player in our league that you really can't kick the ball to, whether it's kickoff or punt, right? Dangerous
Mhm.
there. Bennett can run jet sweeps and all that. Snake used to run the jet sweeps crazy, and he got overshadowed by what Bennett can do there. Bennett can take it to blow the top off of any defense at any moment. He also can't be covered 1-on-1 at the same time. You gotta have a special defense to really shut him all the way the fuck down. Period. Right. With that being said, do you think Favors is a better receiver than Martin Bennett?
Yeah. I think Favors is definitely a better receiver. But yeah, you talk about kickoffs. Yeah, nah, that's like hands down. Yeah, he's the best kickoff returner.
Definitely the best kicker. He was definitely the best special teams player in the league for sure. Right. But he's definitely one of the best weapons in the league as well. I would say top
Yeah.
3 to 5 weapon in the league.
But then, if you look at Favors, Favors is definitely sharing touches. We have multiple receivers on this team, not just one receiver. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right, and I think that wave comes down the stretch, man. And like when we talk about guys that build teams, right? And I think guys get and you get to the point where you start seeing a Falk roster, a hitter roster, my roster, and you kind of not even in this category. Like you kind of on the other side of it. You build who the fuck you want when you want. And your roster usually when we get to 5 and 6 doesn't look like a Falk roster or a my roster. It doesn't look like that because you don't build that way. You don't trade. You're not trading your players all the way. When you do trade, it has to be drastic. You need it like for like year one. You needed a reason to want to go play with them fucking Eagles, and you did it. You went out and got that reason, and you did what you had to do, right? But outside of that, what trade I haven't seen your name in the office. Trade out of
Nah.
Boone, this and that, right? When you look at the players you build, it's a specific build, right? So then you look at a guy like T, who built his team purely off of whooping everybody ass season 1 and 2, right? Flat out had the best team years 1, 2, 3, damn near going into 4, right? Um, then that roster don't look like that right now no more. It doesn't look like that, but he's still so good with the players he's using, he can get away. But when you stuck with 4 to 5 seasons of Bennett, Barkley, what happens with those other guys that you need? Because now, when our teams are built, and if it ain't working with Bennett and Barkley, you need that next receiver to make a play or that backup running back to better ball out for you and do some things, right? Those guys aren't there for you right now because you're not building those guys, right? And I think that get a lot of guys in trouble right now. So, like we about to see a real flip. Remember, I dubbed this year, I called it the reload year. Now,
Yeah.
Boone, you've been in all my leagues. You know what I'm saying? You've been, you know what's going on. Why would I call season 6 the reload year?
Shit, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, man. It's getting late.
Right.
Go tell me.
This is how I'm ending the broadcast. Right. So, all right. So the reload year. So you got year one. How many years you get with these rookies you draft?
Four,
Right.
maybe 50 option.
Yeah, yep. And if they first round is 5th year options, right? So, season one, niggas tear free agency up every year. Niggas tear trading up all year long and all that. So when you get to about this point now, 99's on your team and all that, you can't afford players. Because now guys, even though they not balling for $100 million contract because their overall is there, and my guy is balling with that 99 overall, so he asked for 100 million. That automatically sets the market for your guy at that same position, right? So now guys can't afford players right now. We're not giving nobody help. You're gonna have to figure out your caps on your own. So you start seeing your backup depth ain't as good no more, right? So now you one deep at every position. People don't realize you had to fight through that after those trades year one. How long did it take you to be able to have backups on your team?
About 2 years.
Right. And in them 2 years, you still was good enough to make the playoffs and be a threat in those playoffs, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, with that being said, what happens when guys they've been tearing free agency up, giving these guys big contracts and all that good shit, and now they can't afford nothing? And the difference is, you go look at my roster, all those guys were drafted. I didn't touch free agency. I trade away. I don't trade for, right? I don't keep guys on my team past their rookie deal. So when they get to that rookie deal, I don't want them no more if I don't need them. It's only a selective few. The standouts I'll keep around. The guys that I can afford to get rid of, I'll get rid of them because there's somebody else building behind them because I'm playing them all or I know how to build them, right? So that's the difference when you get those rosters, and that's why I call it the reload season because this is what's going to happen. A lot of 99s are going to be sitting in free agencies. Really good players, too. And nobody's going to better go get them because most of the league is broke. So these guys sit in free agency, and you're forced to draft and play with rookies that's coming in 77 overall, 80, 81, 82 at the highest, you know what I'm saying, depending on the position. And now they got to go up against 98s, 97s, and all that, and they're not ready to play yet. But you can't do nothing else but play with rookies to be able to build your roster. So what end up happening is the reload year resets everybody's roster. So yes, we all got 99s everywhere and all that shit. But we in a season now where you got to see 6 and 7, where those guys are going to start getting traded out. And if you're not trading for these guys, you're crazy. Like if you got to build your team, this is the year to do it through trading and free agency. This is the year to fuck trading and free agency up. All them other years really wasn't, but people move how they want to move. But it comes down to, again, I got 3 running backs. They're gonna be asking for 100 million right now. 2 of them definitely, right? I was able to put an extension on Najee, but I paid him first and put the extension on him. A lot of you guys might give a guy a 7-year contract. Just check your rosters because that's what happened to Najee. He had 7 years, but it only registered 1, and it was showing that I was broke because I had to pay him all that money in one season. It does that for some reason. So make sure you check your roster. If you got a guy like that, let me know so I can give him his 7 years so your money can come back. Some of you guys are going to have to do that. You'll see it when you can't fucking move in the off season. But we build these guys to be able to trade these guys or play with them. Simple as that, right? You can't keep everybody. Everybody can't go along for the ride right now. So this is why I'm getting ignored. Not a lot of people hitting me up, but the guys that's hitting me up understand this. Boom, I put Terrell Suggs on the block. I put Peter Bower on the block. I put I'm missing somebody. I put Oh, I put Justin Matabuke on the block. And we're talking about 25, 26-year-olds, 99 out. Players that were legit starters for me to help me win a Super Bowl, help me win my division, help me be in the playoffs every year. Is sitting there waiting for some, not even guys that needed to be signed. These guys are already under contract, just waiting for somebody to come build their team right now, right? And what happens is I can get rid of those guys because I've drafted rookies at those positions that are now in their second season, maybe third, or some in their rookie year. That's getting developed right behind these guys, so I can plug and play. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it makes you say this. Nah, look at the Ravens team got the best team. The commissioner got the best team in the league, but you're not paying attention to a hitter team. Why? Because you think hitter ass. You're not worrying about hitter, or you're not looking at the Jets team and see what he did. His team looked like over there. Why? Because you don't respect him. He ass. You're not looking at some of these guys' teams like Mike. Look at Mike's football team, bro. Like he might not be good, but you're not looking at Mike because you can beat him, right? No matter what in your head, anybody can beat him. Oh, I can beat Mike. I ain't worrying about him. But you don't see that build over there, and you can't understand why you started putting 90 up on him, and now you only beating him by 14 points, and you can't figure out why, right? Well, it's that roster he's put together because he's doing the same shit. It's the way you move. Everybody move different, but you gotta come to the same. You gotta come to the same thing. So reload season this year and next season, you're gonna see everybody's roster starting to kick over and flip in, and those that understood how to manage aren't gonna go through that. Ain't gonna go through that. What's it called, Boom? You're not gonna go through that little stretch where you fucked up for a while, losing games because your team ain't. You just gonna reload, right? Or
Yeah.
so it's
Right.
reload or fold. You know what I'm saying? Like how I want to see what the Packers are going to do. How you going to fight out of this situation where you really don't got the money to move around and do anything? You got to play through the draft, or you got to trade, right? And like, look how long it took him to get Okuda over there at corner, bro. He couldn't. He had the money to do anything. He had to cut mad motherfuckers to make that deal go through, right? And then now you stuck playing with that shit, and your roster ain't as powerful as it was when you was whooping everybody ass in the first 4 seasons because none of those guys' contracts was up. You ain't had to pay nobody. You know what I'm saying? So now you're in a situation where Antoine Winfield Jr. is the guy over there, right? But what safety behind him have you been building? And because at the end of the day, you done proved Barkley the best running back in the league. You got a backup running back over there that if you put him on the field against me, he ain't doing shit. I don't give a fuck how good you are. He ain't ready yet, right? But if I'm
Right.
playing you and Najee's tired, and I could bring Ant in and get the same activity from you, right? Or I can go get that rookie I drafted, knowing I got Najee and Ant, and get that same activity from you, knowing that Ant can go, Najee can go when it comes down to me not being at a forward line. This is my year where money about to get tight and be funny, and I can't keep everybody. This is why you've seen me for the first time in a long time putting players in the trade chat. Simple as that, because I know I got to get rid of them. Somebody's dog. So my old dog is somebody's new dog that's gonna win them 3 or 4 ball games that season. You know what I'm saying? Like boom, you got the money, you sat through all that shit. You got the bread now. If you wanted to, you could fuck free agency up without no and not even pay motherfuckers a lot of money because you got the money and half the league don't got the money, so they can't even go pay these guys if they wanted to. And
Yeah.
you can pay these guys now and then look, you got your nucleus. What happens when you go spend that 70 million you got in the bank right now and go get you three dogs out of free agency while you got all your draft picks still?
Oh man, shit. I ain't gonna say Super Bowl again, but 'cause I'm trying to win this year. You know what I mean? I don't need that, but we'll be looking good, man. It'll be like Christmas.
Right, reload or fold. Simple as that, though. Man, a great like listen, man. Christmas special, man. Happy fucking Christmas to everybody and anybody that hear me. Simple as that, man. And here's the franchise guru. Real Boom, Tupac is back. Get y'all late night. You heard? Holla at us.
Yep.
Dancing,